Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025. And what is happening? Well, what's happening right now in the world of geopolitics with the situation regarding Iran and Israel and the US and the Trump ceasefire after the 12 days of fighting, the 12-day war, if you want to call it that. I've been telling you from the start of that ceasefire uh, that this ceasefire is already dead in the water, and it's official. I mean, it's Iran already made it official a couple weeks ago, like some days after the ceasefire was put into place, about a week after. They basically said, "Yeah, it's over. The ceasefire is over, and we're gonna rearm and get ready for a long-term war." And now, in the past couple of days, Iran has confirmed, the dictatorship in Iran has confirmed that the president of Iran, that's what they call him anyway, the president of Iran, was injured in an attack during that 12 days of fighting. Apparently, Israel had dropped an ordinance on a meeting in which he was attending with some other people of the, the various groups that run their country. And he was injured, apparently. I haven't seen any reports about what happened to anybody else in the meeting. But apparently he was injured. And that's been confirmed now by, well, it's been reported now by the Iranian dictatorship. And apparently that is one of the reasons, if not the main reason or the only reason, it's definitely not the only reason, but one of the main reasons that Iran is saying that there will be, some kind of reprisal attack against Israel. And you may have noticed a couple days ago, if you saw it on social media or in the news, maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but a senior Iranian dictatorship official in the government shared a picture on social media. I think it was on X, if I'm correct. That was a picture of Israel with nuclear explosions going off over Jerusalem and some area north of Jerusalem. Like two different nuclear explosions basically going off over Israel, and radioactive dust from the explosion covering the whole country, basically. Which tells you a lot about who the Iranian dictatorship is and why it is sickening when people like Dave Smith, the comedian who for some reason people listen to as if he's an expert on the situation in the Middle East. He's not an expert on the situation in the Middle East. He has no idea what he's talking about. He just swallows the propaganda from one side and uses it to attack the other without any proper education on this topic at all. He doesn't live in the region. He doesn't know anything about the region. He certainly doesn't know the history properly. He certainly doesn't know the meaning of various terms. I mean, he's the furthest thing from an expert. He's just an opinionated guy. Okay, good for him. And he has a loud mouth and a platform, mostly thanks to Joe Rogan, who I guess he's friends with and has appeared on the show any number of times, and that obviously has increased his profile significantly to the point now where he's invited on all these talk shows and debates, and people take his opinion seriously because he's on stage or he's on camera, he must know what he's talking about. No, just because you appear on a popular TV show does not necessarily make you an expert on a topic, especially when part of the reason that they bring on comedians like him and like that Egyptian guy who ran the Egyptian version of The Daily Show until they got chased out of Egypt. Part of the reason they invite comedians on is to have variety and entertainment in their news coverage or in their debates or in their whatever they're doing. in different shows and platforms and events. Dave Smith is a primary example of the kind of problem with the information war happening. Anyway, the point is, Iran and Israel, I'm literally hearing jet fighters overhead here. I'm in Israel right now. And Iran and Israel are definitely ratcheting up the situation. Could it be that Iran is getting hit by many Mossad hits or other intelligence agency hits, or are the recent explosions across Iran really just gas leaks, as they've claimed? Well, maybe a combination of those things. Probably not gas leaks, though, I would say. But the point is, there is definitely some kind of tension building up. You'd have to be kind of an idiot not to notice it. And the probability is unfortunately quite high that we are going to see more complaint cylinders flying, probably sooner rather than later. And there will probably be more rapid disassembly of infrastructure of various military installations, and probably senior officers and senior nuclear research scientists in Iran. It's just my guess. Who knows what the plan is, but I'm guessing that's probably what they're going to be experiencing in Iran. And in Israel here, it probably means that we have more insane ballistics to contend with, not targeting anything in particular, just being shot randomly towards civilian areas, because that's all they've done so far in all of the volleys that they've shot at Israel over the past year and some months. So long story short, it seems as though, like I said at the beginning of this so-called ceasefire, this war is not over. And my predictions, unfortunately, were once again correct. Because we are definitely seeing the drums of the war beat pounding hard. Iran has threatened again Israel and said they are going to attack Israel for the failed attack on the Iranian president. We'll see how much they actually manage to do, because of course during the 12 days of fighting, Israel did manage to knock out a significant portion of their arsenal and their launchers, but they certainly don't have nothing left. They have quite a lot left, and they certainly could fire off a lot of arsenal if they so choose towards Israel. So this is not over by any means. And really, it's not going to be over until the Iranian dictatorship is no longer in power. I've told you that many times. I stand by that, because there is no way to get around that fact. And if you're one of those people that thinks, oh, Iran's not a threat to America, what do I care? If you discount Iran's threat to America because you say, oh, they're a third world country, like that idiot Dave Smith says, you clearly fail to comprehend their ambitions and their motivations. Anyway, that's going to do for now. Hope you all have a peaceful day. Take care.